Hi, and welcome back to Girl Sesh. I'm Sam, your internet sesh buddy, and today's episode is actually about girl advice. And I asked you guys on Instagram what you guys wanted to, ask me. So I have it written down right here, and I just want to go right into this episode already. I'm like so ready to start answering all these questions, so I think I'm just going to do that. Before I actually start, of course, we're gonna smoke. I'm actually gonna be smoking a pen this time instead of a joint. So today's pen is Blinkers. There it is, kind of, if you guys could see it. And yeah, so I'm actually just gonna smoke maybe a little montage right now and then probably smoke throughout. I'm not sure, but we're just gonna roll with it. Let's just keep going, right? Let's do a little smoke sesh. I'm so excited to do this. I'm glad you guys watched the last one or listened to the last one. If you guys did, if you guys haven't, you guys could go check that out now. I have it on Spotify, Anchor, and YouTube. That's the visual. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm pretty proud how the first one turned out. I'm not gonna lie. It did a lot better than I thought it would be. So happy for that. And I don't know if you guys noticed, probably though. I have the mic off to the side now. You can see it right here in the corner of the camera if you're watching. I realized that I do not need to have it that close to my mouth anymore. So I'm just gonna keep it from the corner and it's not gonna be an eyesore. Just take this time right now while I'm talking to you guys a little bit to smoke, or just smoke throughout, whatever you want. I was gonna have a little section for you guys to smoke right here, but since it is a pen, it is a little harder to just kind of go back and back to back, but I'm gonna try. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, no, it's not. My bad. I'm just gonna go right into the questions or advice. Okay, so if someone asks, what is the biggest advice you would give to younger girls? I think my biggest advice would be, do not listen to that guy who says that you're mature for your age or that you look older than what you are, because please no, that is such a huge lie. Like, it is a huge lie, and you look exactly your age. You look a baby still, and they are disgusting. If they're like, I don't know, let's make up an age, I guess. Maybe like, okay, say like you're 15 or something and some like 23-year-old is trying to tell you like, oh, you're mature for your age or you don't look your age. No. That is disgusting because he literally knows that you do not look that age. Like, you look exactly your age. And I just wish more girls knew that, because I know back when I was in high school, it was like a big thing if like an older guy talks to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, like an older guy. But it's like low-key kind of gross if you kind of really think about it. Maybe some people might disagree with that, but I'm pretty strong on that opinion. So I would say that. I would say just kind of beware of them, basically. Okay, so the next person said, how to deal with fake people or how to know you have a solid friend. Okay, I would say, okay, I think you would know basically you have a solid friend when you don't have to question anything basically they say or do. You don't have to question like, oh, like, if I'm getting jumped, will my bitch jump in for me? Like, you should be like, no, if I'm getting jumped, I already know my best friend's already swinging. Like, you know what I mean? So maybe like a different type of like scenario would be a good example, but that was mine. And I think that's how you would know. Like, you just need to know that they'll be there for you. But like, sometimes people could switch on you too, like sometimes you could be super cool with someone and never even suspect anything to happen, and then boom, like they switch on you. So like, you can't always tell. I guess that's just what life's about, is just figuring out your people in your life, I guess. And sometimes these situations teach you something. I hate to be that person to say that, but sometimes it does, you know, and I think that's probably a good I think that's a good answer. Okay, the next person said, my ex asked a girl out 1 week after we broke up. 2 days later, he calls me every day and talks. Oh, wait, I wrote it wrong. Yeah, but talks to you every day, basically. Okay, I think I wrote it kind of weird. My apologies, but I remember what you were saying. And honestly, I think it's fucked up. It is fucked up because why would you break up with someone, you know, and just a week after be with someone else that fast? Like, that's fucked up. But it could also be maybe he's just trying to just like, I don't know. It's not maybe like an emotional thing. Obviously, he's probably just like, oh, fuck it, I'm single, so I'm gonna just go with another girl real quick. But I don't think you should continue talking to him because I think that's fucked up, and I don't think you should show that you'll be around for him like after doing something like that. If someone broke up with me and then a week later was with someone else, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, where did you have the time to even meet someone? So that's what's going through my mind. Maybe not yours, but that's what's going through mine. And yeah, I would be like, fuck him. Like, there's so many other guys out there. Like, so many. Why would you stick with one person that's not even treating you what you're really worth? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my answer. So let's just keep going. How do you know if a guy is worth all the trouble? Boom, he don't put you through trouble. No, but like for real though, like if you love someone, why are you putting them through a bunch of shit? Like think about it. Like, are you putting them through a bunch of shit? No. Or maybe if you are, then you can't really say no to that question. And that's probably a different answer. But like, okay, if you're not, then it's like, what the fuck? Why are you doing shit to me if I'm not doing shit to you? And I think that's fucked up. And I think you should find someone else. It's not fair. Like, why would you put yourself through that? And you know, low key, deep down in your heart, you feel like this ain't right. I don't like this. So why are you pushing back your own feelings for someone who's not even taking them into consideration? Like, you know, really think about that. And I think that helps a lot. It's just if someone's making you suppress your feelings, how you really feel, that's fucked up. Like, you should feel comfortable enough with that person to share those feelings, and they should care enough to fix them or at least care about them. So yeah, that's my answer. So let's read the next one. How to end things instead of ghosting when it gets too far. I can't really say because I'm not in a situation but like that. But I guess if I were to be, I would probably just tell them like, hey, like I'm not trying to make this go any further than what it is. Or maybe tell them like, maybe like bring up someone else like, hey, I'm going with this guy, so they could be like, wait, huh? Like, yeah, you know, I talked to other people. I don't know, I guess you would kind of have to just let them know some way that you don't want anything serious. And I think it's easier that way, is just to tell the person kind of straight up versus trying to beat around the bush and like try to sugarcoat stuff, you know? Like, it's easier saying stuff directly so stuff doesn't get misconstrued and you guys can talk it out versus just ghosting someone, which I think is very rude, by the way. Ghosting is I guess kind of funny sometimes, but it is kind of fucked up too. Like, you don't want to be talking to someone and then one day that person never responds back because you're always going to think what happened, and it's fucked up to make someone think, what did I do or what was wrong on my part? That's kind of fucked up if there really wasn't. So yeah, I would say that. I don't know if that was a good enough answer, but that's mine. Would you forgive cheating and how to get over it? Okay, here's the thing. I will never, ever, ever forgive a cheater. Never. Because that's fucked up. Why would you cheat on someone? Like, why? But if you do, I guess, choose to, I guess move forward through that little or huge bump. Actually, it's a huge bump in a relationship. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's huge. Don't sugarcoat that shit. It's a big deal. But if you do choose to be like, okay, fuck it, you know, I'm going to move past it. I'll forgive you for it. We can move forward. I would say don't bring it up because I watch a lot of shows. I can't say but like personal issues because I don't have those like with this problem, but I'm saying like from the shows I watch and stuff like that, it seems like that um it seems like guys or girls, because I've seen those too, don't like it when the past keeps being brought up, I guess. So I guess if you were to move forward from it, you would have to be like, okay, I am 100% okay with this to move forward. Because if you're not okay with it, then you're not okay with it. And that's fucking fine because cheating is fucked up. I should have a slogan right here that says that cheating is fucked up. And so if you don't want to deal with that, you don't fucking have to, dude. You don't. Like, there's so many people that won't cheat on you. So why put up with it? Ugh. Okay. Someone asked 2 things to expect on birth control that no one talks about. Okay. I would definitely say the biggest thing for me personally was mood swings. Like, the mood swings I was having were insane. That was not me at all. Like, me on birth control is like a crazy bitch. I'm not even kidding. Like, she was so crazy. And it's funny. It's not really funny, but it's funny to look back now because it's like, wow, like, I really wasn't thinking rationally, to be honest with you. That's probably my biggest one. I can't really think of a second one because I know a lot of people say, like, oh, it makes you gain weight and stuff, or it clears up your skin. But I don't even think that worked for me. I still had pimples and I did not gain weight. I was still super skinny like I am now. So I wouldn't even say that really worked for me, but I do know some people have that issue, but I didn't and I really wanted to. Okay, so the next question somebody asked was, does body count matter? I don't think it should because, like, who gives a fuck? I mean, okay, it does matter, right? Because you're obviously like intertwining with other people or something like that, right? Like you guys are like mixing somehow, some way, because they do say like, oh, if one person has sex with 2 people and that person has sex with you, then those 2 people are added into that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it is kind of something to matter about, but it also isn't because it's like at the end of the day, who gives a fuck about people? Like what they think. You know what I mean? I guess if you're in a relationship, that's why, that's why they care and that's why they feel some type of way about it. I would say, yeah. But it's also at the same time, like, why do people care so much about it? Like, oh, I don't know. Because like I could see both sides. It's the Libra in me. Sorry, I'm like a zodiac astrological type of whore. But it is. I see both sides. And so I could see why someone would feel, I don't know, on both opinions. I feel both, and I can't really give a great answer on that, but I do say it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Okay, the next one is, okay, look, okay, so I got this one, and I was wondering, should I answer it or should I just move past it, right? But I'm like, no, I'm going to answer this because I get a lot of questions like this, not like this specific question right here, but I do get a lot of like questions in the same genre, I guess, kind of gray area. And look, I'm just going to read it and then we're just going to go from there. Someone asked, would you be okay with your boyfriend collabing with an OnlyFans for her page? Okay. I don't know how you guys' reaction to that was right now to what I said. So I'm going to go with my answer. I don't know why people think I'm some laid back kind of girlfriend. I'm not. I'm not. I'm. Oh, it was too much bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Yeah, no, look, I'm not some laid back kind of girlfriend. I don't fuck with that. I would have never, ever, ever in my life let my boyfriend do some type of shit like that. I would check my boyfriend. I would check the bitch who even felt comfortable to be asking that, like, oh, collab with my OnlyFans. No, you're getting checked too, bitch, because he's taken. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why a lot of people feel like I'm some type of laid back, cool girlfriend and girls could just be like, oh, what's up? No. I'm not, okay? I don't fuck with that. Like, I'm cool. I'm a cool person. Like, I'm chill with everyone. But what you're not going to do is disrespect me any type of way, especially when it comes to my relationship and my man. And I am strong about that. Do not disrespect that. And I don't know why girls always think like I would be cool with anything he does. And I think mainly, I'm going to say off the top of my head, this might be a reason, but maybe because he has girls in his videos. But what people don't understand is that these girls come to dance and that's it. Like, we're not over there like, I don't know what you guys think is going on, basically. Like, I don't know if you guys think like my man's all up on them or they're all up on him or what. But look, it's business. It is straight business. And that's just what it is. Like, we're not kicking it after with them. Like, oh, let's all kick it together. Like, no. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but basically, to just simplify it even more, I'm not cool with none of that type of shit. And yeah, that's just how I feel. I know a lot of girls are cool with that in the relationship, open relationships, to each their own. I don't care what other people do in their relationships. That's their own shit. I do not care what other people do in theirs. But my own is that. That is how I conduct my shit. That is how I hold myself. And I stick to that. And I really wanted to answer that because I always get those type of questions, and I really just wanted to make it clear I'm not the one. I'm not the one ever when it comes to that. And I'm just gonna keep going because I wanted to get that out. And yeah, I don't want to be too serious because it felt like I got a little serious there. And I'm just gonna hit my pen. Girl, where's your pen at? You tripping over here. Let me just hit this shit real quick. I hope y'all do it with me. Okay, there we go. So let's continue. Checking phones while in a committed relationship. Okay, look. I know a lot of people feel different about this specific topic, but the way I feel about it is I feel like you should be able to check it. I mean, I'm not saying, oh, go grab that shit every day and be like, oh, phone check, bitch, I'm checking this shit. No. Like that's low-key invasion of privacy. That's fucked up. You wouldn't want people doing that shit to you. Like I don't like invasion of privacy. You know what I'm saying? No one does. And so I wouldn't say like something like that is okay. Because like I said, that's an invasion of privacy, and everyone has the right to their own privacy. But I will say, though, is that I don't think that other person should have anything to hide. They shouldn't shy away from giving your phone. They shouldn't be like, oh, nah, give me my phone back. They should be like, oh, what's your passcode? Oh, this, that. All right, cool. Like, it shouldn't be nothing. I mean, I'm not over here checking my man's phone all the time because, I'm straight. We straight. But, I feel like it should never be an issue to just like leave your phone around or be like, oh, yeah, here's my phone. Use it for whatever. If your phone died, I don't know. It should never be something that's so hidden. And you will know. Please know, ladies, girls, women, I don't know, anyone listening, basically, because I don't know. I know guys watch my shit too. I've heard. my analytics be telling me. But anyone who's listening, I just want to say that you'll feel that shit in your gut. You will feel in your gut if something is wrong. If you feel like, damn, something's in his phone and I don't know what it is, but something's telling me to check it, bitch, you better check that shit. I don't give a fuck. I know some people will be like, oh, I'm totally against that. I would never do that. It will come to light. No, not me. We get into the bottom of this shit. Like, we're not gonna, like, we going to it. So that's my opinion. That's what I think everyone should do. Go with your fucking gut. That shit never lies. That shit's never failed me. And I'm pretty sure if y'all always followed it, it never failed y'all either. So I say that if y'all feel like something's going on in the phone, then yeah, maybe, then be like, okay, let me see that shit. And then you'll see right there from the reaction if they're not going to give it up or not, and go from there. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. How to be secure and not jealous in a relationship. Your person, whoever you're with, your significant other, your partner, should never ever put you in a position to make you feel jealous, to make you feel not secure. You should be like, I don't give a fuck where my man's at or who my man's around, because I know for a fact, he's not entertaining these bitches. He's not being Captain Save-A-Ho. You gotta know for a fact. And if your boyfriend's putting you in that position where you gotta question, I don't know if he's doing some funny shit or not, then that's not the one right off the bat, because someone who loves you would never put you through that shit. Ever. You should feel comfortable with your partner going anywhere and be like, nah, he's cool. Except, listen, this might be a little controversial to y'all. Some people are cool with this, some people aren't. I'm not when I say this. Men going to strip clubs. Like, if you're in a relationship and you're going to strip clubs, what the fuck are you going for? Look, I know some of y'all are cool with it though. Like, props to y'all. That's cool, to each their own again with relationships. Like, this is just how I feel. If y'all are cool with it, cool, that's your relationship. I don't give a fuck. Do your thing. But I'm saying, for me personally, my thoughts, my opinions on this, I just don't think it's cool, because it's like, why are you going to go see bitches, shake their ass and shit? I mean, look, no disrespect to strippers. Like, I'm not disrespecting y'all. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to give a point, y'all. Okay, just help me in my point right here, okay? But I'm just saying, like, why are you going to go see some girls go dance on you and stuff? I just don't get that. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel. And how to break free from toxic family members. Okay. How to break free from toxic family members. I would just say there's a bunch of ways you could go about this. You could either tell them something. You could be like, look, you do this, this, and that, or, like, I don't like it, or I don't know, kind of bring it up to them somehow about how they're toxic, and see if maybe they're willing to work on it. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. That's not, I wouldn't say the first option, but it's the first one I thought from the top of my head. I think my second one would be kind of slow down communication with them. Basically keep conversations to a minimum, keep them short, like, don't make them longer than they need to be. But if the conversation's already gonna go bad, don't entertain it. Just be like, you know what, I gotta go do this. Make up an excuse. Just, like, don't be around it if you don't got to. So I would say one of those, or just cut off maybe completely. Sometimes some family members are too toxic, won't realize it, won't stop, and you just got to cut them completely. And that's okay, because why are you going to let someone who's toxic be around you just because they're family? No. Like, I mean, I never had to have this situation. I've never had to cut someone off completely because they're so badly toxic. I thank God. But yeah, if they're being completely toxic, there's no reason to keep them around. If there's no benefit, like, you're my family and you're being toxic, you don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not dealing with it. For what? For what? Because they're family. Like, no, they're not helping me. They're actually making it worse. So no, like, don't be afraid to stand the fuck up. Like, sometimes, like, you just got to do it, and it'll feel so great after. You'll be like, damn, I should have done this shit years ago. I should have been done with this. And that's what I say to that. So this is my last question. How to make relationships last. One wrong move and I'm out. Is it me or them? Ooh. Okay. I wouldn't say, okay, I can't say that either, because maybe it is you, sometimes it could be you. We're not going to lie. It happens. But if like, okay, I'm really not doing some funny shit, like, I'm not messing with no one's emotions, I'm not playing some type of game with them, nothing, like, you straight, you're like trying to really make shit work, and they're the ones that fuck it up, then no, that's not your fault. And don't think, oh, is it me, because you have standards. Like, if this motherfucker's over here talking to bitches while you're over here dating him, or I don't know what, like, if there's some type of disrespect in the relationship, basically, then no. it's not you, it's them. You have standards, like, it's not your fault. But if it is you, then obviously you could be like, okay, fuck, it's me. What do I gotta change? But yeah, I would say that, like, you just have to really think, like, is it actually me? Because sometimes it could be you. Sometimes we could be blind to a lot of things that we say and do and not realize it. And I think a lot of us have that problem. We can't step back from ourselves and realize, like, oh shit, maybe I did kind of fuck up there. Like, that was kind of my fault. But also realize too, sometimes there could be both fuck ups, you know? Maybe it could both y'all played a part on it. It could happen. Like, sometimes it don't have to be one or the other. It could be both. And I think that's a big thing too, is just self-reflection, just being able to think, am I doing actually something wrong? Am I messing up somewhere? But if you don't really think you are, then yeah, standard. But yeah, that's kind of it. I wish I wrote more of them down, but some of them I'm saving for another episode because I want to dedicate like a whole episode to it, kind of like anxiety, for example. I don't want to just bring up a little here. I want to go into a whole episode about it. So if some of y'all questions did get answered, yeah, it's either because I want a whole episode on whatever you asked, or I just got the question late and I already started recording. So that might be it too. But again, I just want to thank everyone who just listened to my last podcast and listening to this one now. So I'm just going to end this here, and I'll see you guys the next episode. Thanks for listening to Girl Sesh. I'm your internet sesh buddy Sam. That kind of got a ring to it, didn't it? Sesh buddy Sam. Okay, that kind of sounds a little... Okay, low-key, it sounds really funny. I'm not gonna lie. I try to make it sound good. It don't sound that good, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this out, and thank you again for listening. Bye.